Hello kids, how are you all? I hope all of you are doing excellent at home. And today again I am back before you to make you introduced with one more new chapter, and the chapter number is chapter 17, and topic of the chapter is some great Indians. Yes, last time I discussed a chapter that was some world leaders, and today I am going to start a new chapter, some great Indians. It means that today I am going to discuss about those Indian personalities who contributed a lot towards society and to mankind, and they have achieved a lot in different field. So let us read about the achievement of some Indian people in different field. They have achieved, they got lots of achievements in the field of medicine, literature, art, science and other fields too. So one by one we will discuss these Indian personalities. So who is the first one? First is Shushruta. Yes. Who was Shushruta? Shushruta was born in 16th century. He was born in 16th century in Varanasi. He was born in Varanasi. Okay. He was born in Varanasi, and he was a great surgeon, means a person who make surgeries to cure disease and to cure the medical problem. So he was a great surgeon, and he was one of the first surgeon to conduct numbers of surgeries like treatment of kidney, removing eye cataract, and gallbladder. So many things, surgery where it take place, he has conducted successfully. And he was a first surgeon and excellent teacher too, that how to teach surgery to other people. He was a great teacher and he was a great surgeon in himself. He wrote a book, Sushruta Sanhita. Yes, about different types of surgeries, that how to conduct different type of surgeries. All methods and teachings are collected in Sushruta Sanhita. It is a book written by Shushruta. Fine. It is a book, a Sanskrit text. These all treatments and surgeries are written in Sanskrit language on major concept of Ayurvedic medicine and surgeries. So the medical treatment which is discussed in this book Sushruta Sanhita, it is all by following the Ayurvedic method, and the surgeries which need to be done. So this is all about Sushruta. Fine. Next we discuss about Charak. Who was Charak? Charak was a son of a sage, and he was born on 300 BCE. Yes, he was born in 300 BCE, and he was considered to the greatest contribution in the field of medicine, and he believed that precaution is more important than any cure. It means कि किसी भी बीमारी को क्योर करने से पहले उसकी प्रिवेंट कैसे की जाए, हम उससे प्रिवेंट कैसे रह सकते हैं, that is more important. So Charak put his stress on prevention rather than cure. Fine. So prevention is better than cure. And the first physician to present concept of digestion. Yes, he was a great physician too. In the field of medical science, he was a great physician, we can say, and he was the first person who presented the concept of digestion. It means ki how do we eat and what happens to the food after eating, how it is chewed, how it passes through our esophagus, and how it is reaching to stomach, and how food is broken into different parts, and how it is reaching to the intestine. So these are different stages, starting from mouth and reaching to the internal process. So these all digestion process, firstly it was mentioned by Charak. Fine. Next is he wrote Charak Sanhita. Yes, he wrote a famous book, Charak Sanhita. It is a book about disease and treatment. Charak Sanhita. Yes, Charak Sanhita. It is a book written by Charak himself, and in this book he wrote numbers of disease, their causes and treatment too. So everything he has mentioned in this book. and he studied that human body and various organ. Everything he has studied about. Being the physician, he has studied about human body and related different organs. Fine. So these are short notes about Sushruta and Charak. Please mention these key points in your notebook. Now let's we start about further great Indian. So now I'm going to discuss about Kalidas. Yes, who was Kalidas? Kalidas is regarded as India's great dramatist and poet. Yes, Kalidas was regarded as one of the great poet because he used to write numbers of poems, and during his time he wrote numbers of poems and numbers of dramas, and he was one of the most famous Navratan. Yes, during the ruling period of Chandragupta II. Yes, Chandragupta II has he had nine famous person in his court, and Kalidas was one of the gem out of these नवरत्न. फाइन. उनके जो कोर्ट में जो है वो 9 फेमस पीपल थे जिनको नवरत्न का नाम दिया हुआ था, और कालिदास उनमें से ही एक रत्न थे. फाइन. Next is Meghdootam, Kumar Sambhav and Abhijnan Shakuntalam. Yes, these are some famous writing of Kalidas, and later on these writings, these collection was translated into different languages because of its popularity. These writings became so much popular, and it was in the demand that made it to be translated into different languages. So please write down in the notebook these key points about Kalidas. Next great Indian personality was Rani Lakshmi Bai. Yes, Rani Lakshmi Bai. She was a queen. She is better known as Queen of Jhansi. She was born in 1828. Where was she born? She was born in Varanasi. Yes, she was born in Varanasi, and she is better known as Queen of Jhansi. And when British people attacked on Jhansi, then she came forward as a leader of revolt of 1857. Yes, 1857. It is one of the memorable revolt in the Indian history because it was the first revolt started against the British government, and it was the first. It is better known as Indian Independence War. Yes, revolt of 1857, it is better known as Indian Independence War. First Indian Independence War because it was the first revolt against British people. Important role in revolt of 1857, and she led her troops and fought against British people bravery, and she made her own troops. She prepared Rani Lakshmi Bai, she prepared her own troop to fight against British people. Fine. And however the army was defeated, and later she had to escape from the city. Yes, as she prepared a very good troop, but lastly she was defeated and she had to escape the place. Fine. And later on Rani Lakshmi Bai and Tatya Tope combined their forces and defeated the army of Maharaja of Gwalior. Tatya Tope and Rani Lakshmi Bai both combinedly prepared a troop, and she defeated the army of Maharaja of Gwalior. She was killed in the year 1858. Yes, 1857 she fought the revolt of she fought the revolt of 1857, and just after 1 year she was killed while fighting the British at Gwalior. While fighting to the British people, she was defeated and she was killed at Gwalior. Fine. So these are very short note about Rani Lakshmi. Please write down in the notebook. Next point, let's we discuss about one more great Indian personality, and he was Rabindranath Tagore. Yes, Rabindranath Tagore is one of the most famous personality in India, and he was born on 7th May. When was he born? He was born on 7th May 1861 at Jorasaku. And where is Jorasaku? Jorasaku is in Kolkata. This is in West Bengal, Kolkata. So it is the place where Rabindranath Tagore was born, and he was great poet. Yes, during his time he wrote numbers of poems, and at very childhood stage he started to write poems. Fine, and he became a famous writer who wrote poems and prose too. He won Nobel Prize for Literature. For writing work, he was awarded with Nobel Prize. Okay, and he was one of the greatest poet in India. Gitanjali, yes, Gitanjali is a collection. Gitanjali is a name of book. It was written by Rabindranath Tagore, and it is the book where we find numbers of collection of poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, and next is Vishwa Bharati University. Yes, as he believed that education is very much important for everyone, so he opened an university, and its name is Vishwa Bharati University. And this, it was earlierly, it was a school, but later on it was converted into university. And Rabindranath Tagore was the person, he was a man who wrote National Anthem of India. Yes, who wrote National Anthem of India? It was written by Rabindranath Tagore. And what is that? Jana Gana Mana. So this was written by Rabindranath Tagore, and lastly he died in the year 1941. And this National Anthem of India, it was translated into different languages. Fine. So this is a short brief about Rabindranath Tagore. Please mark in your book too. Now let's discuss about one more great Indian people, and this is about Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi's full name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and he was born on 2nd October 1869. And where was he born? That I have not written. He was born in Gujarat, Porbandar. Fine. And he very soon he went to complete his study of law. And where did he go? He went to England. Yes, he studied law in England, so that he had to leave India to complete his further studies. Fine. And later on he fought against apartheid. Actually, what is apartheid? Apartheid is a policy implemented by the government of South Africa. See, it was the policy where people were discriminated. Like in South Africa, this was a discrimination on the basis of skin color. The person who was having the white skin color, they were given more preferences over than the dark skin colored people. Fine. So this was all like very hurting against means on the moral ground even. So Gandhiji noticed all these things, so he thought that this is very cruel attempt for humankind. So he fought for this policy against the South African government, and he got the support of Nelson Mandela also. So he decided to fight against this practice, and he organized protest based on the idea of non-violence and satyagraha. See, Gandhiji fought numbers of movements, civil disobedience movement, non-cooperation movement, so many movements he had followed, he started, and he fought for wrong deeds done by the British government. So he followed only two methods. It was non-violence and satyagraha. It means that not to kill anybody, not to hurt anybody, without killing, without hurting, just proceed the movement. And it was just based on the requesting, appealing method. Fine. So he followed non-violence and satyagraha movement. And Gandhiji returned to India. Later on, when he returned to India in 1915. Returned to India. Okay. When he returned to India, then he saw that British government is ruling on his country. Then he decided to join the freedom movement and fight against the British government, because he wanted that India should be ruling on India. No other countries people, why they would be ruling on India, on his own country. And he played a key role in freedom movement, numbers of freedom movement he started, and there he played a very vital role. Fine. Gandhiji, affectionately he was called Bapu. He was lovingly called Bapu, and later on he was given the title of Father of Nation. Okay, and he was given one more title of Mahatma. Yes, the great soul. Mahatma means great soul. This title he was given. And lastly, on 30th January 1948, he was assassinated in a prayer, in a meeting. Publicly he was assassinated. So this is a short brief about Gandhiji. Please mark in your book too. Now let's discuss about this book exercise. There are some fill in the blanks which we will do now. These are some matchings that also we will do, and there are some multiple choice questions. So I am writing on the board, I am writing answer on the board. You please keep filling your book with me. So first is first fill in the blank is Chandragupta second belongs to dash dynasty. Yes. Chandragupta II belongs to which dynasty? As we know that Chandragupta II belongs to Gupta dynasty, which was one of the golden period in Indian history. Fine. And what will be the answer? Gupta dynasty. Fine. Write in your book. Second is Rani Lakshmi Bai was the queen of, Rani Lakshmi Bai. She was a queen of which place? She was better known as Rani of Jhansi. So she was the queen of Jhansi, Varanasi. Fine. Third, dash founded the Aligarh University. Yes, who founded Aligarh University? Actually, Aligarh University was founded by Sir Syed Ahmad. Yes, he was a person, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. He founded this university, which Aligarh University. Fourth is Mahatma Gandhi was born in Porbandar. And where is Porbandar? Porbandar is in Gujarat. Yes, Porbandar is the name of place where Mahatma Gandhi was born, and this place is located in Gujarat. Fine. So please keep filling this answer in your book. Now let's do one more part of book exercise, and this is matching. Match the following. We have to match column 1 with column 2. These are means not arranged according to the question. So these are questions we have to match column 1 with these options which is suitable with each other. Fine. So first is Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi can be matched with which option? Aligarh University, Charak Samhita, Father of Nation, Sushruta Samhita या Gitanjali. Which one is the best option for Mahatma Gandhi? So as we know that Mahatma Gandhi was given a title of Father of Nation. Yes, so the best answer is Father of Nation. Fine. Second is Sushruta. Sushruta was a surgeon and he wrote a book, Sushruta Samhita. So what will be the correct answer for this option? Yes, Sushruta Samhita. Fine. Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was one of the greatest poet in India, and this can be matched with Gitanjali. Yes, because Gitanjali is a name of book written by Rabindranath Tagore. It is the collection of numbers of poems. Fine. Charak was a physician of his time, Indian physician, and he wrote book Charak Samhita. Fine. Next is Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. He founded a university. Its name is Aligarh University. So these are matching for these options. So once again we can write in sequence. Fine. We have matched. We have come to know about the answer. But now we will match with the sequence. Mahatma Gandhi, father of nation. Answer is here. Sushruta is matched with Sushruta Samhita, D number. Rabindranath Tagore, Gitanjali. Charak is with Charak Samhita. Syed Ahmad Khan is with Aligarh University. Fine. So these are the correct sequence: C, D, E, B, and A. Fine. So these are all about the book exercise. The remaining part of the multiple choice question that I have left on you. This is your part that you will do, because few part I have helped there, but now remaining part you will be doing. I have discussed this chapter in the lecture, and if you still facing any problem, you can drop your question in the comment box. We have read a lot about these interesting peoples and their work, how were they famous, what achievements they got, and what are their contribution to our Indian society. Fine. So you keep reading this chapter line wise, and if you face any problem you can ask me in the comment section, and the book exercise which I have left for you, this is all about. If you find any problem, face any problem, once again you read the chapter, because everything is given in the book. Fine. Nothing is hidden, everything is given in the book. So you please keep reading, and I hope you have enjoyed this chapter. Next time I will be back with the question answer related with this chapter. Till then, have a nice day.